Hey everybody, welcome to the Tuesday Night Live. I'm just smoking some of this, what is this, Fuel DOG, hanging out with Levels. What are you smoking on?
What up? What up? We smoking on some Sleeping Beauty mixed with some Smuckers.
Nice.
Copycat that I grew. Oh yeah.
That's
Cheers
right.
everybody in chat. Hope everybody's having a great night, great week. Cheers everybody in chat.
You got EE and AEG. You got Aaron. You got you in there. You got Big Turt, Bobby, Games, Erie. Hope you guys are all having a good evening so far. Coyote, Florida Man, Miko. Miko, you still there?
Blazing.
How's everybody's grow offs doing? Hope you guys are doing well on that so far.
Yeah, I hope yours is too. I haven't seen yours in a minute.
Hold up.
How's yours going? Sticky Icky. What up? Galaxy. Glad everybody can make it. Y'all hit that thumbs up. Let's see these plants tonight, y'all. Let's see these grows. See what works for you and your garden, man.
Word.
Grow methods, techniques.
That's where mine's sitting right now.
Wow, how many is this? 3?
Day is end of week 4.
Oh no, I meant how many plants? 1?
1 plant.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
But it was only veg for 45 days, right? Because remember, everybody only had that 45-day veg. So I normally veg a lot more than that. So I kind of just let it go and had a lot more space to fill in.
Mm-hmm.
But the frost on it's really nice. I like how that's developing.
How was the training? Could you get a lot of training in or?
Well, I got a bit in before I left, but then when I left was like the part of week 3 to kind of had that let it go. But yeah, this one's it didn't need as much training because I didn't even have to defoliate much because it wasn't super dense as the other plants have been.
Right. No, I mean, canopy looks dope.
Mm-hmm.
For short beds like that. Let me get out this light. It's been aggravating. I'm sure it is.
That's the grow off, that one I just put up there. That's what the 420 GT grow off is going. There's a bunch of people that are in here that are part of it. That's a Wicked Genetics, but the actual cultivar doesn't have a name yet. The cultivar is being named by whoever wins in the grow off. I believe is still the case. If Coyote is in the audience, he can maybe answer the questions a little more accurately. I saw him earlier. Yeah. I mean, a couple grow offs. There's the Great Canadian grow off. That one's all being shipped out. That was all being mailed out today from the people that are running it. So hopefully I get that within the next week. Yeah, I'm doing that again. The Great Canadian grow off.
Are you?
Oh yeah, I got it. It's frozen bag by Robin Hood Seeds
shit.
That's what they're doing this time, and it's the Growers Guild cut because the Growers Guild is
great fucking strain.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
Genetic strain, frozen bag by fucking
Robin Hood.
Robin Hood is dope. Fuck yeah.
That's the one, and it's the Growers Guild's people that are putting it on, so they have their own selective cut. They have it, so everybody gets the same cut. We're all getting same cut because it's all based off of total cannabinoid count at the very end. Oh, it's a big fucking prize pool too. It's like, I think the prize pool alone is like 12 grand.
Really?
Yeah, it's an equipment and a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah.
How close did you come to winning it last go round?
The last one, I didn't have the pictures. I didn't realize the picture requirement. Hey, what's going? How you guys doing? The old school cannabis coming here. But yeah, and Rod's here. There was a picture requirement. So what you had to do is you had to have a picture that gave you good votes within the community, within the actual thing, and that was the first stage of the grow up last year. And in order to go to the next stage, you had to be within the top 20 or top 10 on that, right? But I didn't know that you had to have the big banner in the background, so I had all these pictures of close-ups of these nugs and stuff, but I never had the big banner in the background. Thanks, Ames. Welcome to being Green Space.
Hey, Ames. Hell yeah.
Yeah, thanks for your support. That's awesome. But yeah, you had to have that background. So then eventually I had one of the background and I ended up using that picture and then using Photoshop to bring in another picture to try to bring in like a close-up. So you can kind of have like that in a close-up view. And it right. Got votes, but it never didn't get as much votes as, let's say, a natural kind of overall nice picture with it all done properly in the same frame kind of thing. So from that, that's what I never moved forward last time. However, this year, they still are doing the photo portion of it, but the photo portion of it is only to get it in the top whatever that gets free testing. If not, if you don't get within that top 10 or top 20, you have to pay like $25 for testing. But your test results will count towards the final. That's how it is this time. So you have that second chance that you can kind of get in there for like a $25 test on your overall plan, but then to get in there and still qualify for the final. You wouldn't qualify for the final last time because I did get my test results for what was it last year? It was the chocolate marshmallow last year, and I got the test results for that and all that, but you didn't qualify because. This time I'm a little more prepared. Once you do something the one time, you start to figure it out for next time around. Yeah.
The structure, you know the ins and outs now. You know what to be expected of.
Yeah.
You know where the bar is set.
Yeah. You know and I already have it all pre-planned too. Tango Mango. It's all scheduled because the run has to come down March 1st. So I went back 10 weeks from March 1st. It has to be harvested March 1st. It could be dried, and then the sample doesn't have to be in until April 1st. So I have time to dry and send the sample, right? But it has to be harvested on March 1st. So I counted 10 weeks back, and then 2 weeks back from that. And then I realized that Tango Mango can go 9 weeks. So I'm going to take Tango Mango 9 weeks, harvest it, give myself at least 2 weeks to dry, reset the tent, set the next run for a 10-week flower, basically. It's all about planning, man. You gotta plan.
Right, straight up. Respect, mad respect.
Anybody who has gardens and want to show it or have questions about growing, feel free to ask.
Actually, yeah, let me. I know a grower. Had a question yesterday.
Yeah, I know. You're talking about AG.
No.
Okay.
She definitely has a question.
Yeah, I helped her out a little bit today, but I'm gonna look forward to the messages later. But yeah, it's
yeah. If you talk to her already, you know what's going on. 6,000 ppms.
It's because of the organics that are within the soil, right? How you doing, Gro? Hope you're doing well.
Let's see here. Where is it? All right. Basically, maybe you can answer me or answer this. You ever seen yellowing at the top and it doesn't start from the bottom?
Yeah, that's going to be anything that's going to be an immobile nutrient deficiency. You'll get that. It's gonna be more or less. It's gonna be yellowing from the top down, and iron or calcium. More or less iron. Calcium does more different things like rusty marks and more necrosis. But overall, just yellowing is going to be an iron from your pH being too high.
All right, now that was one of the first ones that we were looking at.
If it's from the top down and the newest development, so the newest development coming out and it's yellow right away, it's an immobile nutrient deficiency, meaning the plant can't pull mobile nutrients like nitrogen from a lower part and feed it to the newer part to make the newer part okay, thus making the lower leaves yellow because it's moving them away from those leaves. But if it starts in the newest development, it's immobile, and iron is often the one that goes straight to yellow like that.
It's not yellow yet. They're just lime green and it's on the tops. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a new growth, but it's the tops, like right under the new growth, like all that area. And so we crossed nitrogen and magnesium off the list because they start from the bottom up.
Yeah, same with phosphorus. There's a lot of them that are going to start from the bottom up.
Facts. See, I'm learning. I'm remembering all those sit downs me and you had.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Hey, we used to shake back some plants, but mind you, I wasn't pHing or nothing back then.
Yeah. Sulfur will be the. I gotta see what sulfur deficiency looks like because it's not. It's also an immobile nutrient in a way.
Cheers, blazing.
Yeah, sulfur, it could also be a possibility, but what is the person using for food? The most common deficiency I notice that people have when they fill up the flower will be calcium. It's just because your plant grows so fast during that stretching phase that people don't, if they don't have the right ways to bring it up through the plant, it will, if you don't have the right the chelation of the calcium basically through your aminos, it won't go to the cell walls fast enough.
I got you. Won't go through the cell walls fast enough.
Yeah, well, through when you're first bit of flower, that's where when everybody has that stretch, a lot of times they'll get that at the top because it's not filling in the calcium peptate in the cell walls, and you're losing out.
Right. Yeah, he said his lights would be on in like 15, 20 minutes, so hopefully he can come up and show what's going on there. Hell yeah, let's see these grows, man.
But sulfur is another one that's immobile, so it will start from the top and it will start to yellow, and it's more of a fade of. It's like a kind of the same similar thing as a iron fade, whereas I would say that sulfur would probably yellow your leaves even slower than iron, because iron is in the plant. You know how like we're blood, like hemoglobin blood. The iron, iron is that part for blood. That's why magnesium is so important. But no, iron is a catalyst for chlorophyll production. So if you're not building the chlorophyll, that's how the yellowing happens. Cheers, guys.
Fuck yeah. I knew hey, all right, so magnesium and Nitrogen, they're the only ones that start from yellowing from the bottom up, or no?
No. You got lots of things. A lot of things from the bottom, but then you also have other like edging, like you have chlorosis, which is the yellowing. You have necrosis, which is where it starts to go brown and die, right? Necrosing, dying. You have intervenal because it will start in between the veins of the plant, the leaf, or it could just start straight, like the entire thing, including the veins, right?
Nice ring on there. Yeah. And that intervening
chlorosis is what it goes yellow in between. That's gonna be magnesium from the bottom, but from the top, like I would almost say, if its pH is in range, let's just say if its pH is in range, I would definitely say it's more sulfur than it is iron. And that's easy. Magnesium sulfate will fix that. Yeah. AG, I know exactly what that feels like. My Hannah grow line. That's why that whole thing happened to the field DOG run, was because my probe was faulty, and I was trusting something without the proper. So make sure your equipment's always good. That's a really good suggestion. Because you remember what happened to my fuel DOG, where my pen was reading a lot higher than it should have been. So I was actually feeding under 5 pH. So all my calcium dropped out, and my plant really suffered on the tops.
I remember. You should get back though.
Well, the whole time I thought I was fighting the wrong efficiency.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, why is it not getting better? I'm fighting this deficiency, right? It's only getting worse.
And like AG's situation, in organics, it's like you look at a plant, you see trouble. First common instinct, you're like, oh, she's got to be hungry.
You might be able to help her more with this than I can, because I don't normally mix them. What's happening is she is trying to apply the Kalic solution, the hydroponic solution, to what she's doing, and she wants to switch it from the organic feed that she's doing, and she's trying to put it on the hydroponics. I don't normally mix them, because whenever I mix them, there's always the issues between them, and I like working from a blank slate when it comes to hydroponic nutrients. So that's where she's having the issue. Right. Now, it might be in her best interest to totally flush her pot and then just start feeding. Or you're not mixing.
A lot of us.
Okay, different plant. Sorry. Yeah, that makes more sense now. Sorry, I thought that's what was happening.
Just come up real quick, AG. Kind of explain it.
Yeah,
it'd be a lot faster.
Okay. This one's strictly organic. You're having issues.
Yeah, on this one, I think it's organic. That's what I've said. So like, it started acting up, which what really happened to me is I think the soil ppms got so much that it locked it out. Which is, meanwhile, to them, it looks like it's hungry, so they kept feeding it. Meanwhile, the plant's not uptaking any of the nutrients. It's just sitting in the pot and building up as they're feeding. 6,000 ppms.
Well, it shouldn't be locking out in organics. The plant should be mining what it needs, unless the biolayer is gone for some reason. Just reapply like a recharge or something. That might be a way around it, because if this is straight organic, so you're having these issues, I would keep it the way it is, because that's what your food is inside your soil. But I would be trying to rebuild your microbe layer,
right?
Because that might be where you're lacking. Oh, shit.
Oh, there's no StreamYard.
I know. Put it up earlier at the very beginning, but I didn't pin it. So that's why I'm like, oh, everybody, you just come show you grow. There you go. The top for you guys now. Sorry about that.
Damn. It happens. Trust me.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, where y'all at, man? Y'all hit the
At the
link.
same time, I'm just like, how did levels get in here then? And then I realized I did, but I didn't link it.
Oh yeah, you did. You did pop it in earlier.
But again, I've done maybe 3 or 4 organic runs. So I would definitely direct somebody somewhere else for that. If Wes was here, I would direct you to Wes to talk about that one.
Right.
But he's a busy guy. How you doing, Ace?
Let me plug my phone in. 1 second.
Oh, there he is.
Wesley.
That's awesome. But yeah, for your organic questions, AG, Wesley Pipes down there he's a really, really smart guy when it comes to organics, and he would easily be able to help you out with your question. Oh, there you are, right there.
Okay. Hey, how are y'all?
Hey.
What up, AG?
I've got a mess, dude. For real. The last time she was fed inputs was on 10/14, 550 ppms. And then water. The last time she got a what do you call that? Top dressing? It's been a while. She hasn't got one. Sky green, sorry. Yeah. That's what I use. And of course Green Rush, but she looks pretty rough, y'all. How can I get this screen bigger so I can see what I'm showing?
There you go.
Look, she's locked out.
Matt, you see anything? What you see? Go a little slow, AG, if you could.
Right. Yeah.
But this is in organics, right?
Yep.
Yeah. She come up in Discord a couple days ago, started showing it, and like it looked like it was like severe tip burn. It looked like she burned it, and then it just started getting worse.
And it's happened from the bottom or all over, right?
This is just one scrogged out plant. There's no bottom.
Pretty much.
It's actually started. Do y'all see the pattern? It's at the top. So what is that? An immobile or mobile nutrient?
If it's starting from the top would be that way, but potassium is. Are you ready to come up?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh yeah, okay, you are ready. I just saw your screen. I was like, I'm just gonna wait for it to change a little bit first, and then it didn't. So I was just asking. Have you seen this in organics?
Hazel, one time.
You make it.
Oh, I gotta make it bigger again.
Yeah, I mean it looks locked out, in my opinion.
But have you heard of lockout happening in organics though?
Absolutely. Oh yeah.
6,000 ppms, Wes.
6,000.
6,000.
Yeah.
6,000 ppms, as the meter read last night.
I cut it down to 3.
You got it to 3,000?
Yeah. We put like 8 gallons in this thing.
There you go.
I can't take her to the tub, dude. Or I would have.
Oh man.
We cleaned that tray out right there. clean this out right here. We ran water through and checked the pH, and it was like, what did I say it was, Levels?
You got it down to, we were feeding
Five.
6.4, but it was 5.14.
Yeah, and I got the pH up to 5.89, I think, or something like that. So it's a little bit higher.
Yeah, it's better.
6K.
Yeah, that's a lot, dude. Is
Yeah.
Is it how much? What's normal for an organic solution to have, or for organic medium to have in it though?
I don't know.
For
I've
an
never
amended
really-
medium, right? Like,
I've
'cause they're
never
not,
really done a slurry test before.
that's why I don't know the answers to her questions, because I do, like, because you're right. It looks like potassium for sure.
I mean, it's an array at 6,000 in soil. I mean, you've locked out so many different things.
I tend to agree with Wes. Yes, all the other ones seem okay. Knock on wood, you know. What's doing good?
Yeah.
I don't.
That's looking good.
And I mean, these are really, they're healthy. This one's got water tonight. This one's already had water. I checked the pH of the soil with this one, and it was 6.0.
What about the EC? Do you know the EC?
Oh no, I didn't check the pH.
I mean, the EC's up in the sixes.
It would,
Right.
right? Yeah, I do the ppms.
So you guys are familiar with like Jungle Boys and how they kind of claim the term nutrient stacking.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So what that means is that they're not flushing in between feeds, and they're raising their EC and their media every time they stack nutrients on top. And so they're doing this on purpose and then riding it out after. When you do that in soil, or really any media, when you're consistently, especially with soil, because it's such a buffer, it's going to attach to all of that nutrient. And so why these look probably better in the beginning is because you haven't bombarded your media with heavy feed after heavy feed after heavy feed, where you're increasing EC every time. So I think you just got to kind of like find a happy medium and ride on it. So you don't, when you go into flower, have this issue where you've stacked
So much.
right that your ECs, or ppm. I forget the
It totally depends on the 5 or 700 scale what the answer will be.
right. Which I mean, I think most people are on the 500 scale.
Yes.
That's not good, but all these are back. That's just indicators, right? I use them as indicators. The leaks. The family.
Yeah, in that situation, yeah, for sure. Once you get her healthy, I would strip her. But then again, you might not want to do anything to her because she's been so stressed out.
Yeah, she's stressed out. So, if it's a 5 right now, is it okay to leave her at and just let her dry out down there? She's had all that water flushed through her.
At this point, I mean, I don't think it could hurt. Yeah, she's definitely got to dry out. I wouldn't water her until you have to.
Right.
Or need to.
Because I'm pretty sure she's 7. I don't know for sure, though.
That's crazy.
Soil is one of those things that when you don't get it right, it's way too hard to figure out where you lost it.
Yeah, I've been given peak 34 and 32. Like the numbers, they had no nitrogen in it, and it had potassium and phosphorus in it only. I've been feeding that to her since she's been in flower. I don't think it was too much. I think it was the pH pen because mine quit working.
Her EC was 12.
EC was
What mine
12.
If Smokey said 3,000 ppms equals
Yeah.
6 EC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's if you're on the 500 scale. Absolutely. That's
So if you got
Oh,
6,600 something,
so
it's
what
12
point
EC.
potassium and phosphorus? When you get pH too low, remember that chart we have that has all the elements that a plant needs, and it has where's that chart at? Didn't Otis send it to us?
It's on Discord in the deficiency section or the grow chart section.
Okay, because
I can try to pull that chart up.
when does phosphorus get locked out of a plant when it goes below what 5.5? Because mine was 5.
Nutrition plays on each other. It's not one nutrient. It's multiple. Like we all know, like CalMag. Like in order to get absorption of CalMag, it's 3 to 1. It's 3 calcium to 1 magnesium, and so they play on each other, and they use other minerals also. So there's always 2 or 3 reactions going on with one nutrient. So when it can go out of balance very quickly, and having too much of one thing is called antagonistic, which then binds and locks up other nutrients, and then you can't get calcium. And then if you're not getting calcium, you're not getting anything. You're not getting, the phos, the potassium, everything's locked out because of that calcium being locked out.
What's your environment in there? What's your temperatures, humidity?
Thanks, Wes.
Only thing I have is
Oh yeah, Wesley, you're killing it, man.
55% at 77.
That's good.
What 55?
Yo, big time.
Dude, all of my in here. Okay. It's 60 to 73. These seem to be doing okay, but do y'all think I should run off? Make sure they're not.
No, you're not having. I mean, that's entirely up to you. Unless they start having issues, but it's always good to be aware of your runoff too. That would just make you a step ahead next time if anything were to act up. You would catch it faster.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it would, if anybody else in the community has a synganic garden like this and it's functioning properly, you should take a ppm meter, test your water, and then take that math and add it to the slurry test, so we could have a baseline of what a soil system with synthetics functioning correctly, what that runoff or slurry test would be. Because 6,000 seems crazy, but at the same time, ppm isn't just measured in inorganic salts. It's also measuring organic salts, which could be bound up with carbon, but they're present in the soil system because that's how a soil system works. Nutrients become available, and then the plant taps into that availability and pulls it up. So a slurry test might not give you the answer you're looking for a runoff.
You were talking about a runoff test?
Yep.
Okay. And do a slurry test to get an idea.
Yeah, which is kind of the same thing. Like if you don't want to overwater your plant, you just dig and get a good sample of your soil and then mix it in some water and then test that.
So a slurry test is just a soil pH.
No, a real soil test would be taking a soil sample, taking like a cup of soil and sending it to a lab. And
No, I said a slurry.
Oh, a slurry test. Yeah, it's just mixing up your water with your media.
I've done that before.
But I don't know if it would give you a false read.
Sorry, you guys. I hit the wrong button.
800 ppm coming out, 50% soil, 50% cocoa.
All right.
I'll read the comments, right?
So should I just let her ride like she is now? Like let her, this Girl Scout cookie, the one I'm having problems with, just let her dry
It's
out.
not coming back.
Okay.
Yeah, you're better off riding out the nutrition, trying to maybe flush it a little bit and get it to smoke at the end. Because if it's packed with newts, it's gonna smoke like trash.
Have you added any microbes to that at all? Like, would it be adding more microbes if she doesn't have any already be beneficial to maybe try to use it up?
Or maybe a microbe and an enzyme mixed together.
Yeah,
The enzymes would break down a lot of that into a usable form and kind of break the chains of the lockout.
Yeah.
And then the microbes are just gonna,
because they'll even consume and hold on to, and that's just a little less.
Right.
Well, people say organics are supposed to say that wet the whole time. Well, if
Moist.
it's wet the whole time, doesn't that rot your roots?
Yeah, you want to be moist. You don't want to be wet.
Yeah.
If I were to grab some of the cocoa out of my bag right now, levels, and hold it, that would be like moist because it still has that hydration, but it's not
Wet. Right. Sopping. Right.
like that. But you don't want it to be desert ass crack and dry.
So if I have been given low pH to all my plants and I get on the right pH, is that going to help me not having more issues?
Yes.
Right? Or should I pH higher?
Well, how what's your pH? What's your actual water coming out of your tap at?
It's about 8.5 to 9. After I put my nutrients in, it takes it down. Believe it or not, it does.
How often do you water that plant?
Usually every 2 days. But since she's been in flower, I noticed she's been getting drier, and I skipped a day, and I should have watered her. So she's drinking a lot. But I think she was just actually locked out. She wasn't really thirsty. She was just locked out. That's all that was.
Yeah.
So usually every couple days levels.
What could have driven your pH down below 5 in organics though that you had in there? What were you
overwatering?
I
Overwater.
I was pHing my nutrients and stuff at 6.2.
Overwater.
Against the new one, it was a whole point lower. So I was actually at 5.2. It took me a minute to figure it out, but I finally figured it out. And so I was just wanting to get verification from you guys that I was on the right track.
Okay.
Once you rot the roots, it's like rotting your teeth out. You don't have any teeth to uptake the nutrients.
Right.
Matt can explain a hell of a lot better, but
I don't know. Wet. I think she's been doing okay. She's up until I locked her out with that pH pen, and I watered it, and it came too late because I'd already watered a couple times with that pH pen. I didn't think it was right when I tested it when the new one came and got it calibrated. It was a whole point lower, just like I said. A whole point lower. So that's why I'm at 5.8 now on my pH. So anyway.
My tap
Have
water
you-
would make everybody nervous.
Have you considered like, because if you're doing some of them with this, because you have some salt or some non-organics that you have there, right? Have you ever considered doing inert medium, like going buying like Pro Mix HP, so it's totally inert, or cocoa, and running that?
That's what I use is ProMix.
Okay, so you do use inert medium, and then you apply to it.
So 5.8 shouldn't be that bad. But I've been doing it at 6.2, but really the pH pen is at 5.2. So it was off.
And if I'm not wrong, is that EC or ppm like very high?
I don't know. The ppms, I was only doing around 500 to 700. The EC was, don't know that I wrote that down, honestly. I did.
Well, you checked it and it was 6,000.
Mm-hmm. It was 6,000.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I mean, that's your huge issue right there.
That's a lot. Oh.
Like the reason why you flush and you
synthetics
feed
and I'm
with,
straight flushed. I'm sorry, say what?
like Matt, do you go by ppms or EC?
I go by ppm.
Yeah, me too.
I do.
But EC I just do it in my head, because you're right, most people use 500.
What was the math? So okay, so she was at 3,000 ppms.
Yeah.
Are you anywhere close to that when you're feeding?
No, my heaviest feed would be about 11 to 1200
Well,
ppm.
I don't go for 1,000.
so that's why you flush when you feed a little bit, because it clears the medium to that ppm.
Oh, okay.
But
Oh, yeah.
when you're only feeding to no drain off, that's you're stacking your EC. As you saw, you're double at what people would be maxing out at like a full like raging garden, and you're double that, over double that. So if you want to not do the drain off, you've got to take your ppms down to like 300, 200, maybe 400.
Oh, you're doing it without drain?
Water feedings in between.
Yeah, I do waterings in between. I do usually water. I feed water. Depends upon what I do. I usually, sometimes I just do silica and CalMag. So I'm always giving something, it seems like. Should I skip and just do water sometimes?
And are you doing your silica in the water first?
I'm sorry, say what?
Are you putting your silica in first in your reservoir alone? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
I put it in first
Crucial.
because I had bad reactions if you don't.
Yeah.
You have bad reactions.
Depending on what you use. If
Right.
you're using the potassium silicate, then yes, you want to be doing that first, absolutely. But if you're using something like I use, which is silicon dioxide, it doesn't actually change the pH. It doesn't change it.
It's inert.
It's inert, but you have to have a microbe layer in order to use that, because that turns into the monocyclic acid with that microbe layer. It needs to have that, or else the plant won't be able to take it.
So, Wes, in your opinion, she's just locked out. But hopefully,
big time.
getting that pH, she will open back up and start getting the nutrients, or what?
No. The problem is mineral toxicity, and pH isn't gonna, like, pH absolutely will like help the plant's pretty much done taking up nutrients. Like with how haggard it looks, like there's not any fan leaves on it left, like it's not going to recover. But in a normal, like if you caught this early enough, you would have to flush your media without swamping it out, which is doable because peat moss is really a hydro medium without anything in it.
Right.
And then normally pH would definitely help the plant like start to take up the things, because obviously like it being locked out and then the pH being wrong, it can't do nutrient
Right.
things when the pH is wrong. But when the plant is so jacked up with nutrients locking it out, pH isn't gonna break that bond.
Gotcha. That's why I was saying I need to check the dirt of these other ones to make sure the pH is not too low in it and have the same issue in something else. So a dirt slurry would be good if I don't do a soil test.
Yeah, now that I know that it's not a soil media, a slurry test will definitely give you an accurate.
Okay, that sounds good. Okay, well, I'm gonna mute so somebody else can show. Thank y'all for helping me.
Cheers.
Anytime, mate.
I mean, I hope it helped. It's confusing either way.
It is, but yes, you did help me, and I'll go back and watch it because I'm a little bit anxious right now. But anyway, I'm good. I appreciate you helping me, Wes, and Levels.
Yeah, and this is just my,
Yeah,
don't.
I understand. Yeah, I understand. So I'm gonna mute, and I'll let him. I'll hang out for a little bit and listen.
Sounds good.
Oh yeah.
Here, man, down. Let's get you out.
All right, brother. I got to make sure that I'm doing this right.
Yep.
Is it still safe from last week? So we're good.
What's up?
I was just making sure, like all the settings, because
Oh yeah. No, we can hear you. We can hear you.
yeah, because I got a new phone and like everything, and I'm on the new phone now, so like all my settings, they just keep just going to whatever they want to go to. You got to lock them all in, but
Yeah. Oh, I hear you.
well, this is the Immortal.
Nice. That's coming along, hey? That's the one that comes pre-ready to go.
Yep, this is the Grow Peaceful Immortal. He's at day 22. I topped her one time. Right down
Yeah. Perfect.
right down in here. He's a bushy plant. All I've been doing is coming in and leaf ducking, and that's it. I don't want to cause any stress yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't even clipped her yet. I wanted her to go at least a couple more days because she's a slow grower. She's not as aggressive as a purple punch. I ended up pulling 125 grams off the purple punch.
Oh, nice.
So not too bad for my first autoflower. Of course, there's the Grow Peaceful team and their buckets and stuff. I got a couple of babies over there. I got a Strawberry Kush, and then I got a Bruce Banger from Seedsman.
Yeah.
And the Strawberry Kush is from Weed Seeds Express. So I'm going to stretch these girls out. I'm finally using the humidifier from Spider Farmer.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So you liking it? That's the tube.
Yeah, this is crazy. This is actually the first night that I've, hooked it up, and I had to take the what do you call it? The dialer, what is that little thing that determines the humidity? This thing.
The hydrometer.
No, this
hydrometer. Oh. Just the probe.
Yeah, well, yeah. So that goes in, and then that determines, that keeps your levels or whatever. But it kept shutting off, and I kind of need really high because, they just sprouted yesterday, and I have 2/10 in flower. So I'm trying to keep, the humidity low because one's about to be done here in the next 5 to 7 days. So, and the other one is at day 8 of flower. So I'm trying to keep the humidity low, but at the same time, trying to keep these ones going because that one is not even close to in flower yet. And we want to try to keep it that way. So somebody shared with me yesterday that they have 2 of them, and they went 43 days and they're 3 feet tall before they went into flower.
Let's go. Hell
Yeah, for an auto flower. So I definitely have the room because this is Spider Farmer 2x2 tent. It's it's 5 foot tall, 27 inches wide. I would like to fill her out wall to wall again, and see if I can do a lot better than the last time. I know where I messed up last time. Definitely pH issues in the soil and stuff. The Grow Peaceful team has corrected those once again since all of this. So anything that is ordered through their whole schmeal, everything should be fixed and corrected. She looks healthy though. There's no chip burns whatsoever. She's 70% sativa, 30% indica, but she's showing me personally to me that she's a lot more indica. I mean, look at how big them leaves are, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Than anything. But either way, we're gonna grow her out. It's for the subs, so they wanted to see one growing out, so I'm gonna grow them out for her. Or I'm gonna grow her out for them.
Let's go.
So now we'll come over here.
There we go.
This is a vanilla frosting. We are in a 4x4.
Nice canopy.
Thank you. I worked very hard on this canopy. We are at day 8 of flower. I clipped her quite a bit. You know what I mean? Trying to keep it down. Trying to keep it level. We ran into some pH problems early on, and we're still facing those pH problems. Last week, I decided because she was yellowing from the top down, and I'm like, well, maybe it's food. Maybe it's time for food. And it was 20 days since I had fed her. So I went ahead and fed her, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna test the pH. And I tested the pH, and it was at 8.3.
There goes your iron.
So what I believe happened was I was adding silica, and I was also adding Epsom salt for the magnesium deficiency, and the salt simply built up, and it locked her out to where she was unable to uptake any more of the nutrients that she really needed to. Oh, and
it was iron, by the way. It was iron that you dropped out. That's why your plants are yellow for the top down.
Is it?
Talked about that earlier.
That drops out at 6.5 in hydroponics, and then a little higher than that, depending on what other products. But it drops. It's your first one that drop out at your high pH.
Yeah, and this is HP Pro Mix. So that's what we had decided earlier, that because of the peat and stuff. The last time that I checked her, it was, I believe, right before the last time I was on here, and she was like at 7.3 or 7.4. So, I mean, she was a little bit not too bad. That's why we decided to just give her a couple waterings, a very low pH water, 5.6, 5.8, 6.0, and it seemed to be helping. But when I went to Top Dresser because of the yellowing, it still wasn't doing anything. So I went ahead and I checked the pH down there. And so what I've done since then is I flushed her out twice completely. She normally is drinking 3 liters every 2 days. And so today I actually flushed her out with 2 extra gallons. and I sucked it all up with a turkey baster. I need to invest into a small shop vac for sure. That will be on the list for this weekend because I do not want to be sitting there sucking all that up. That's just ridiculous. But I can tell you this from the first time that I flushed her, which was, let's see here, today is Tuesday. It was Sunday. From Sunday till today, she looks twice as green.
Yeah.
So hopefully, maybe I'll have to do it one more time. I don't know. And then I'll just re-top dress her because I'm pretty sure that I washed all of that food right out, which is okay. I have plenty of nutrients. I'm not worried about that.
Well, the whole purpose of the flush is to correct a mistake and bring it back and run it properly. Right? That's
Yeah.
what the flush is about. That's the proper purpose for it.
Yeah, it was a mistake that that we're learning. I'm a new grower. Like I put out everywhere. I've only been doing this for like almost 10 months now. So to even be at this far, in this stage is to me, it's absolutely insane.
You're doing well, and you know what? The thing is when you do push yourself and you do make those mistakes, is when you do get better. It's not when you sit there and play it easy, right? So
Right.
no, you're gonna do what you're doing. You're doing really well. Keep doing what you're doing.
Great
Yeah,
camp.
and I own it. You know what I mean? I know where I messed up, and
That's
so
the
I
only
was
way
thinking
to
next
learn
time.
from the mistake. It's
That's
See,
like-
And I don't hide this either. I put this out on my channel so that way other guys, they hopefully won't have to go through the same thing that I'm going through.
Right. How long was the veg?
99 days.
Damn. That ain't too bad though. It's what, 3.5 months?
Yeah, that's about the right amount of time it takes to veg out a plant for that size. I do my 4x8 with the 2 plants, right? So I'm used to that same veg time. You just have to have another plant at this point. Are you week 1 of flower right now, or you haven't flipped
Yeah.
yet?
Yeah, I'm day
One?
8. Day 8 since the flip.
I can
7,
see.
day 8.
You can tell because they're starting to go into that reaching phase for flower. So yeah, like right now would be the good time to kind of start your next run. So by the time you're done, this one's finished, you can have another plant that's ready to go that same size, and you just train it right into it.
Well, that's why I got the Bruce Banger and the Strawberry Kush going as well.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Yeah, no, that's just keep it going perpetually, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Because my plant count, I thought at first my plant count was 10 because we're both medical, marijuana patients, and we can each have, I thought, 5 each, but no, it's 5 per household. So I got away with one, but I took it all down just to make sure, cover my bases, stuff like that. Because at one plant or at one time I did have way too many, but not no more. Besides those 2 little girls I just showed you, but they got to be 5 inches or taller. And by the time after I show you the last girls over here, these girls are getting ready to come down the next 7 to 10 days. Then
There
those
you go.
girls, yeah. So, here, we'll just go over here now.
There they are.
All right, looking good, dude. You're really starting to swell in and put color on.
So the same thing happened here. I tested the pH yesterday, and it was 8.4. So what I did is I went ahead and I flushed her. I don't see the harm in it now. You know what I mean? There's not really.
What day of flower?
Actually, it's a week. It's a week more than I thought. I thought I was on day 49 of flower, and I'm actually on day 56 of flower. Somehow, a week got, and I don't know. I mean, and I just like figured this out like an hour ago. So I'm gonna have to go back on my old calendars and look and see and make sure 100%. But they're at least finishing week 7 going into week 8, or they're week 8 going into week 9. So these are 2 Gary Paytons.
Right. I remember when you come up and showed them on my show a couple weeks back.
Nice.
Yeah.
The cut?
That's a good structure to it, dude.
The Gary cut?
Got any what?
Is that the Gary Payton cut?
Cunt. What do you mean, cunt?
Cut.
Oh, did I save a cut?
No, is it from seed or is it the cut?
Oh, it is a cut. These are clones. I've ran these 2 times before. These were freebies when I first started. The first pack I ever ordered was Gorilla Skittles, and then they sent me 2 of these. And I've ran them all the way until now. This is the 3rd run. And because I owed it to them, because I knew that I could grow them out and they would be, you know what I mean?
So these are seeds that you popped and then cloned again.
Right.
So as soon as they're done running it.
Well, who
Yeah.
made Gary?
Who made the Garys?
Yeah, what did it say? Like, was it somebody?
North Atlantic Seed Company is who I got them from. So I don't think that they're from Cookies. I don't think that they're the true. Isn't that the true Gary Paytons?
Yeah,
Yeah,
But they're
I
growing
do
really
not
quickly.
think.
but they do look like, the cookie structure.
They're looking good.
Hold on 1 second. I want to cut something.
Yeah, they look dense, swole.
Yeah, I think I think that they could get a lot bigger. But I had a couple packs. Hold on. Here they are right here. So my next run, besides the Strawberry Kush and the Bruce Banger, I had a Violet Cake going, but I lost her. I also vegged her for 99 days. And what had happened is AC Infinity sent me a light. And I went to hook the light up, and there was a malfunction in the clipping of the light. And the light came down, and it destroyed my plant.
Oh no.
I've done that a few times.
And it broke the light.
Yeah.
So I was heartbroken. I'm not gonna candy coat shit. I was very upset. I mean, when you put in 100 days into vegging, taking care of your plant, doing everything that you're supposed to be doing, and then something as stupid as that, as a simple malfunction, and it was this little thing. Because in theirs, they have the same thing. It's like this. It's just 2 of these little.
Yep.
And one of it was the S44 iron board. And they sent it to me because I already have the full smart tent, the 4x4. The only thing I was missing was a light. So we established a little deal that I'll make them some videos, and they'll give me a code, all that. You already know the whole spiel. But so yeah, they sent me that light first, and that destroyed my plant. And I mean, I'm still hurt about it, dude, because it was huge, dude. If you think the vanilla frosting, I mean, the Violet Cake, man, she was huge, and I just flipped her into flower too. But this is what I have for. Can I show seeds here or no?
Yeah, you can show seeds.
Tie-dye by Cookies.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I also have, it's called The Wolf. And this is also by Cookies. So this is what's going to, I'm going to do 1 and 1 of each.
What was the wolf cross by? What was that crosses of the wolf?
Let me see real quick.
Level.
It's Dog Walker. It's called Dog Walker OG and Medellin.
Dude, the dog walker cut is fire.
Well, my nephew surprised me with these girls, so I couldn't say no. You know what I mean?
Is the Gary Fuely?
Like fire, like. No, honestly, it's more fruity than anything. So what I think, because I've looked it up multiple times on North Atlantic Seed, and their cut has Girl Scout cookies, cherry pie, snowman, the X. It has like 6 different strains, and that's what it smells more like than like gas or fuel or anything like that. But she's very, very sticky. These buds right here are rock hard.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean that's typical Gary. We're just solid nugs, but
Yeah, they're not
Gary
huge.
cut. The Gary cut's Fuely.
What kind of light you got up there?
I have 2. I have an SF 2000 and an
Yeah, what?
SF 1000.
I remember.
There you go.
Because the SF 2000 just was not cutting it, and I'm glad that I put that in about a month ago. And I mean, the results speak for itself.
Yeah, it gives you the full spread. It's about canopy coverage. That's why a lot of the times I overspec a light. I put a bigger light in a space, and then just run it a little less powerful because I'm after that coverage. I don't care about the power.
Right. And that's what I'm learning. Like I had
300
somebody.
watts.
What's that?
I was just gonna say, I'm sorry to interrupt. 300 watts in a 2x4. It's pretty good.
But is it 300 watts?
It should be a 240 and a 120 driver.
Well, because I told somebody I had got 2 Bloom Plus 4000s, which are
SF 2000 was 200 watts, man.
Hey, Miko.
SF. This one's 200. This one's 100. They say.
Right.
But I had somebody tell me that because I had 2 Bloom Plus 4000s, which are 400 watts each, and I had them side by side in my 5x5 right here. And they said, and I said, you know, I have 800 watts now. And they said, no, you just have 400 watts, but it's equal coverage across your whole entire tent. So I don't know how that works.
That'd be 300 watts.
What is?
What does the driver say? Well, they probably just say Spider Farmer now, don't they? They don't say anything else.
Well, it says Spider. Well, no, actually, they're pretty clean, but 202 watts plus 5%. And then this one's 100 watts plus 5%.
Right. So you're running 300 over that space.
Over these 2 girls. It's not bad.
No, that's the right amount, and that should. What are you running the lights at 100% or?
I did at one time. Now I've turned them down to seek out colors because the buds are already rock hard. So right now I'm at 65% on both lights. I'm trying to. I'm at 71 degrees. 42% humidity.
So you're at 200 watts right now.
Right now, yes.
Right.
But I just started turning them down 2 days ago.
But
otherwise, I had them at 90%.
Yeah. No, you're doing it because you're finishing them off. You're doing it properly. It's good to have that control, right? That's the nice thing about it is you have that ability, right? That's why I have the light that I have on the side of my 4x8 is so I don't need 800 watts in a 400 in the 4x4 space that it is, but the spread is what I was after, and then the control to do what I want with that. So yeah, you're doing it right.
I'm learning, man, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Cat hair, huh?
You know, instead of making the same mistake over and over and over again, I make it once, maybe twice at the most, and I just move on from that. But besides these and the Immortal, which you guys seen, and I got my 2 babies down there. We got the vanilla frosting. I just want to quick give you guys a preview. This is the new Vivo Sun Pro tent.
That's an interesting light concept. That's Vivo Sun's light.
So what these are 200 watt Aero Zesh lights. Let me grab my phone real quick and let me watch. Let me see if I can do this. I'm getting ready to freaking drop a released video or a draft video on this.
They look like drones.
Dude, this tent, bro, this tent is fucking insane. And I even told them that too. I said, listen, you guys sent me a rocket ship, bro. I said I was sitting Indian style, but check this out. Look, we're at 28%, all right?
Yeah.
25. Now we're down. Look, it goes all the way to red. So what is this for? Your seedlings?
Lettuce.
And look, like it's all red and blue. That's it.
Did you say lettuce?
Yeah. Lettuce grows really good in that condition.
Oh shit.
It's crazy, bro. I told him, I
you
said
go
I
up
was
to
sitting
100,
Indian style. I thought I was in a time machine.
You go to 100, it goes red.
That's going all the way to off.
Tunable spectrum.
What's that?
Tunable spectrum.
Yeah. It's definitely spectrum.
Yes.
The cool thing about these lights too is they adjust. So they adjust to higher or width, and then they adjust to narrow. So if you really want to just, you know what I mean? If you just have one plant in there and you just want to bang it off with just one light, they've really stepped up their game, man.
Pointed down, wouldn't that take away from the par?
Well, I don't know yet. Like, dude, there's so many things in this tent, bro. It's that's why my draft video is not up yet, because honestly, it's like, you know, and here's the smart switch. This thing is way smarter than AC Infinity, way smarter. And I'm sorry, but you know what I mean? I call it how it is. It is what it is.
It is better.
They definitely they're definitely stepping up in the game. I will admit that. And these things right here, so they have these are fans right here.
Yeah.
So these keep it airflow going. So it replaces you putting a fan up here.
Oh, I see.
And it also keeps your lights at a lower temperature. Absolutely insane. And then you guys know that I grow out of this is my favorite tent, my AC Infinity, man. But this is their, everything's backwards. This is their peace offering. They sent me an Evo 6 I can't beat that.
Peace offering.
So, they said, we break your plant, we send you new light. I said, okay. Man down, take it.
That's a nice one.
It is a nice light. The only thing that I'm not so sure about is the light intensity levels, because you can't set it at 22%, or 10%, 20%, 30, 40, you know what I mean? Just like their fans, just like everything else. But I'm excited to get those two girls right there up and going. And each one is going, one's going in one and one's going in another. And we're gonna have a big old grow off. We got Spider Farmer, Bevo Sun, and AC Infinity. And we're gonna see what's really up, man. So this is just all I got to show this week, Matt. These girls will probably come down this week. You guys probably won't see them again. But I definitely will be planting the tie-dye and the wolf and putting them into this tent. I think 1-in-1 as well. And I'm just gonna stick with one grow peaceful for now. I got so much other stuff on my, you know what I mean, on my list that autos are cool. Whatever, they got a fast turnover.
It's cool how it comes all ready to go in the box. That's the cool thing with those.
It is. I mean, it comes, all the nutrients are in there. All you do is you simply open it up. Your bean it's taped to the bottom of the top of the lid. And you plant your bean, and all you do is you just pH your water, and that's it. And you put it underneath your light. And if you have any growing experience whatsoever, then you're going to know what light patterns and all of that you need. However far in between, and the light intensities. And I mean, I pulled 125 grams off the last plant. That was my first auto ever. So, I mean, that's not too horribly bad. I mean, I've seen a lot worse.
Not bad indeed.
We'll just see, We'll see what she does. I already have a blueberry and I have a gigawatt for the next times. So I just don't know what to plant next, man. That's the hardest part. When I had a 10 plant count, it was so easy. I could just be like, I'll plant this, that. But now I got to stick to my 5 plant count, and I'm going to honor that. You know what I mean? I want this to be legal 100%. I don't want to get in trouble. And I want to be able to help as many people as I possibly can on my channel and anything else. So
that's the same thing. That's why I do 4 plants, and that's why I grow them the way that I do over there, is because that's the limit at that location. So I make sure I stick to that.
Yep. And I'm going to honor that. That's not so much to ask. I know I'm stacked with 3 4x4s, one by each of the best grow companies in the world. And if I can't pull 1 pound out of each, then I have no business in this. And if 1 pound each ain't enough for me, let's just say every 2 months, 3 months, then I don't even know what to say. I'll go to planting lettuce.
Nice. It's doing good, man. Nice work.
I'm getting better, man. I'm definitely getting better. I can confidently come back tonight and say that I've taken a lot of criticism, constructive and deconstructive, in the last month. But
there's gonna be both. There's gonna be both online. There always will be both.
Oh, I know. and I've been feeding into that bullshit. So, because I'll tell a motherfucker where to go. I have no problem with that, but I need to stop that. I mean, because this is a community filled with just, you know, I mean, this is supposed to be to teach, to learn, to have a good time.
Indeed.
Not to be sitting here just dissing on each other, saying being hatred and jealousy and like all of that kind of. No, I'm over all that. So,
Yeah.
all right, Matt. I'm gonna jump off here. I thank you as
All right,
always
man,
for letting me check in. I'll check in a couple of weeks. I'll show you guys what's going on with the vanilla frosting and whatever new babies I got going.
Have a good night, man. Down.
Hey,
Good
you too, Wesley. I mean, Levels. Sorry, Wesley. You have a good night too. Levels. I'm gonna try to be at your show. I got really sick last week. I had laryngitis. I couldn't talk. So there was no reason to even come. I couldn't say nothing anyway.
I hope you feel better, brother. We'll catch you on the next one for sure.
All right, brothers. You guys have a good night.
Have a blessed one.
All right. Later.
So, Matt, earlier I was talking to you about a grummy who had that problem with their plant. That was Cincy Seeker. His lights are on now, so we could maybe check out and see what he's got growing on over there.
Hey, dude, Miko, it's nice to see you. It's the first time you've come on.
Okay, stand by.
Go. Good to put the face with the name. Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, Sensei. You're more than welcome to come up and show. Try to see what you have going on.
You wanna see my plants? I put down my tents yesterday because I have to move ahead. So got only a couple of plants out there.
Yeah, no, good. Yeah, go ahead and show what you got.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay, what should I do?
Press the three
Just
dots.
turn it around. Oh,
Press the three dots. It's where it says settings or more.
Yeah,
And then it'll say camera.
yeah.
And then scroll down, it'll say back.
Yeah.
And then you should be good to go once you hit back. Back. I think you said that right. Oh shit. Motherfucker.
Can you see?
Oh. Gotta turn your camera back on, Miko.
Oh. Sorry.
What's going on?
hey, Sensei. Hope you're doing
Yeah,
well.
so
Oh,
I got this yellowing that I really not sure. I'm thinking magnesium. It's starting at the top down with like the younger growth.
right.
Yeah, I gave her a little Epsom salt, but
Hold
was
on,
also
Miko.
like
Hold
that.
on, Miko. Where's Kit Sensei sequential answered here? I think that if it's coming from the top down, it's more likely going to be sulfur or iron,
Okay,
depending. What's your pH? Are you is this
they're
organic?
autopots.
yes, it's organic. It has quite a bit cocoa in it. I feel about
Hold on, Miko.
that
Hold on, Miko.
my water is up.
We'll come back to him. No, I think what's your pH at?
I run the res at 5.8, and it usually gets to about 5.9, just under 6 by the
Sulfur.
time it's sitting in the autopot space and being absorbed. I do run mostly RO water. I mix in maybe a gallon or two of tap, so it definitely could be lacking iron. We were discussing it last night, and that was one of the other things we thought of, but I'm just not.
It's not going to be iron if you're at 5'8". It's most likely going to be sulfur if you're going from the top down, because that's an immobile element as well. But that's what I would lean to. What are you feeding?
Athena blended. And then I use some the Hygrozyme line for their microbes and their enzymes. I mean, the other plants that are on the auto pots are not.
They're fine, right?
Yeah, I mean, this one's overfed, but this one's super hungry, so it's balancing. These are actually the same strain. They're obviously different phenos, and they're the same age. But one went into flowering a good 10 days earlier. And then this is a photo that I've kind of been vegging for the last month and a half. But like this one, and they're all on the same reservoir.
What is that? So his pH, what do you think, Wesley? I say sulfur because it's going from the top down. His pH is what is it? You said 5'8"?
5'8" in the reservoir, and sitting in the bases of the auto pots, it's about like it was 5.95 tonight when I looked.
Man,
so I get a little creep, but not a ton to throw it out of whack.
I'm not a deficiency.
Calcium is the only other thing it could be that's an immobile element. But that would be dependent on your calcium uptake. Going into flour quickly, is there aminos that are a part of the blend that Athena has for uptake of calcium? Because a lot of times when things explode, calcium is going to drop out quite fast. It's going to be done to drop out. It's just going to be used in such a high amount that sometimes without enough uptake, you're not going to get it to your plant properly. That's why a lot of people do get yellowing in flour. I don't think Athena has aminos in it. I know Main 420 adds aminos to his Athena when he uses it.
Really?
I know there's enough calcium in the product itself, but it's about the uptake of the actual product, because without it, you're just going to use osmosis for uptake instead of using the calcium ion channels that our glycine and glutamic acid will give you.
I don't know.
Oh, God, never had knows some shit, man.
It's strange.
That would be my next thing, actually, would be calcium.
Do you think it could be affecting the flower at some point?
Well,
I mean, I'm watching them. They're building every day. They're
yeah.
It doesn't appear they're. I mean, maybe they're a little slower, but those, like I said, went into flower a good 10 to 12 days before these. They're bigger, but it's just such a different pheno. It's kind of hard to compare.
And this plant exploded in growth, though, right?
Well,
Thank you, Prakash.
Yeah,
Was big help.
Miko, we'll come back to show. I'll see your garden in 1 second. This guy was just, his lights came on. He just was able to get to his lights in time.
Yes,
so
and that was all I had to show.
I don't know. We didn't see because we're seeing his right now.
Sorry.
So yeah, I'll let you know, and then we'll see yours after.
Oh, God.
Yeah, sorry,
My
man.
first time, you know.
And then we'll get you up. So we all want to see.
Oh, good.
It is an auto flower, so I mean, yes, it does have the rapid growth.
Yeah, I'm thinking that it's just the demand on calcium was so heavy for the amount of growing it was doing. You could apply. Do you have any amino kind of products or things that have like?
No.
Yeah, like Raw has a product that's aminos, that works really well. There's two different ones. There's one that's a tech grade, which is for hydroponics. There's one that's works for hydroponics and for
You probably hit the wrong one.
I think aminos it's just such an explosive amount of growth, right? If you have one of the three plants was affected. Oh, yeah, here he's back.
Right.
Yeah, just an explosive amount of growth that the one plant had. That's why it's affected compared to the other two.
I mean, these grew at about the same growth. This one was a little more delayed, but I mean that plant isn't quite as big, but it's kind of hidden too. It's almost as large as this one. Just got different structure.
Yeah, but there's less leaves being produced. There's less everything being produced, right? And that's where that calcium.
Yeah, I have actually thinned this one out quite a bit. Where that one I haven't really touched. This has been defoliated heavily a few times actually.
Because that's where and that's where that calcium is going. It's going to the cell walls to form calcium pectate, and that's what's gonna. When you're lacking that, it starts to have those spots of lacking, and it's immobile. So it's one of those things that would start from the top down, because it won't move around the plant.
So what would you think is a good way to?
I would say applying amino acids to just for this one plant, but it's just because you just had such a substantial amount of growth. It's one of those things that you don't need a lot of, and you can keep on your shelf and only apply when you need it. That's why I suggested the raw one, because it would go the distance.
Okay.
I don't get a kickback, but I got a 25% off code for people that are in the States. It's just MPK Matt in capitals with two T's. Yeah, there's no kickback. It's just to help you guys out. And it's only that's from the website.
All right, I'll check it out.
But you can get away with, like, I would say even like a little 2-ounce bag for less than $20, like for like $10 almost. And that will last you 800 gallons. I think those little 2-ounce bags are good for.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that you're gonna apply once a week, depending if you need it, like in your solution, right?
Can I mix it in where all the plants uptake it, or should I?
You can do it. Well, it's gonna help. Oh, it's gonna help in any situation, right? But it's just you're just gonna be more noticeable in plants that do have explosive growth, especially during that conversion to flower, that stretch period. It's where a lot of the times you'll see those problems when you have exploding plants. Nice work though. That thing looks great. I was outside of the green problems, that's gonna stack in. That's gonna be a heavy plant.
Yeah, I usually do pretty good with my autos. So
nice.
This is actually the first photo I've ever drawn right here.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Being veg for a while. Clone my buddy gave me about a month and a half ago.
That thing was hideous. You shook it back, bro. Great job.
Yeah. So, the unfortunate thing is that's going to be in bed for another 8 or so days. All right, well, I'm going to hop off. I really appreciate the assistance.
No problem.
Yeah,
man.
I'm glad you come up, Cincy. Hope
Thank
we're
you.
able to help.
I can't wait to see this thing stack in. Come up later on when it's getting close to the end. See what it looks
All right.
like.
We'll do. Yeah, this is only like day 52, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Later.
Sure. Miko, you want to show your garden now?
Oh, I can.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see it.
Hey,
How you doing, Matt? How you doing, Levels? How's everyone doing, brother?
How you doing, man?
Wesley, how you doing in the kitchen there? Hey, brother. Miko, how you doing, brother? Nice to see you. Yeah, man.
happy to see
I'm just, I saw you live. I said, why not, instead of staying on the chat, let me join the panel, man. You are the family, man.
All right. Anybody's welcome. Good times.
Yes. Hello, brother. I will begin a new show soon in Australia here. The show is called Ira Grow Chronicles. I will be interviewing mainly home growers, like you yourself, Levels, big time buds, just guys who grow homegrown, because Australians are interested in knowing more about home growing. In Australia, it's not allowed. People are not growing at the moment, so everything here is mainly underground. So people they want to learn more from you guys, because where you live is legal and you can grow, and they want to see what you do and learn from you guys. So I'll be staging up few interviews, a little bit of question, chill out, smoke some weed, have some laugh, be positive. I want to just bring a new vibe to the community.
Yeah. No, I'd be down to do that with you.
Yeah, brother. And I'll be great. I mean, I'll be grateful to you all if you all can, support me on this. Because I don't want, it's not about Australian growers, it's about worldwide home growers. So everyone from Canada, US, Australia, anyone, Australians, they would not like to come. Maybe Hook, I know a guy here called Hook, he's very out there. He might, but most people will like to be on the ground. They don't want to, they don't want to talk about their growth because it's still not free yet. But people like you guys from US and Canada, you are welcome and free to talk about it. So
yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, interesting topics. I'll make sure everything is arranged and fixed before that time reach. The first day of the show will be 2nd of November. Shout out to Big Time Bob. And I have my first host. They are Hookstagram and a friend of mine here called Tazi Terrence. They'll be my first two guests. And then after that, I will start bringing in you guys, one after the other, like different shows, different times. Yeah. So I would like to do my show will be mainly twice a week. It will be Saturdays and Wednesdays. Like every Wednesday and every Saturday, yeah. So I will just pick 2 days of that week and make it happen.
Yeah,
and I know with you guys, with your help, with your support, it can happen.
Yeah, no, sounds good, absolutely. Hey, Miko, your plants are looking, they're looking great. This one right here, so what's the feed that you're doing on this? Because I'm seeing either a mag or a potassium.
Okay. Organic dry amendment. It's living soil.
Living soil.
Mm.
What do you so Wesley?
Yeah.
So this guy's so Miko uses living soil dry amendment. So does this look more mag or potassium to you? Oh, sorry. I'm gonna pull you up. Sorry, no, I didn't pull you up, dude. Dang.
Intravenous fluorosis,
But evenly throughout the plant. So magnesium makes me think, but I don't know.
intravenous fluorosis.
It is very small pot, about 6 liters and bottom
I think they say Epsom salt for that.
Okay, I have given a little bit, but very little.
If that's what it is. It also.
I think we should check the pH.
What moisture are you sitting at?
Sorry.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out Mr. Trichome's mic. You're a little loud with the
The-
fans.
Yes, this is in Coco. This is photo period. This is auto Tropicana cookies, and this is Gorilla cookies.
And what is your pH?
About 6.5 between 7. On
Okay.
Thanks, Mr. Trichome's is better.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all good. Yeah.
Trichomes.
What's going on, Levels?
How you doing? So, what is the pH, or is he checking that?
pH is 6.5 between 7. It has water reservoir on the bottom.
But it wants living with its living soil, so it should be fine in that range.
Yeah, pH isn't a big issue.
Yeah. But like fully throughout.
Good.
I just gave him a couple days ago a little bit of dry amendments and bone meal for calcium.
For calcium.
Yeah.
Bone meal.
Well, isn't that what Epsom salt put calcium in there? Or no?
Well, yeah, no, Epsom salts is magnesium sulfate.
Magnesium
Mag.
sulfate.
That's why I was thinking that would be.
But there might be some calcium in there as well.
I think it is because it was when it started. I gave him a little bit of synthetic calmac, and it got better almost a couple of days. So I think it is max calcium.
Yeah, but that's why a lot of people when they have an issue, they'll say, "Hey, just throw CalMag at it," because CalMag actually is 4 of your 6 macro elements. It's nitrogen, it's calcium, it's magnesium, and it's sulfur. You're only missing. You're basically throwing a blanket at it when you say CalMag. Yeah, in the most part.
Couldn't he
My
foliar
trauma
spray to help correct it quicker?
Only a little bit of calmac. But I have a real good foliar spray here. I do it today. It's local grow shop's own foliar spray. Should be fine. That's a good product.
What about a foliar spray?
That's what I would recommend.
Yes, I'm giving her today some foliar spray that I got from a local grocery store. It's their self-made stuff, and it's supposed to be very good product.
Okay.
Thank you, guys. It was big help.
Hell yeah, Miko.
How y'all doing tonight?
Not bad.
Pretty
Yourself.
good, pretty good. How you
Can't
doing,
complain.
brother?
Not bad. Doing all kind of stuff with the wife, and like, let me get on here before this show ends. I ain't been on for a while.
It's looking nice though. I've ever seen these things at the beginning when they were just starting. Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. The Master OG was the one that was originally in the 5x5, and I switched everything up like I always do, but that's the Master OG over here.
Nice.
And this is a potty mouth. They're probably midweek 7, I believe. Midweek 7.
They're looking nice, dude. Nice work.
Starting to fade out a little bit, getting some fade going. Levels, I still haven't found out where them damn metal shavings are coming from. I'm getting metal shavings just raining down from this light rail mover on my plants here. Yeah, I still ain't figured it out yet. Let's see if you can see.
Wait a minute, this isn't the room with the 2 other lights?
No, that room's harvested.
Oh, shit. Never mind. This is a totally different room. Sorry. No,
Yeah,
I don't remember
this
this.
is the grass is greener room. I got me some artificial turf in here and stuff. Yeah, this is a whole nother
light mover.
Yeah,
I'm like, this doesn't look like the thing.
This is only 2 plants here. Yeah.
Nice work. And those
I
are
got my lollipop sticks over here. There was a bunch of clones I couldn't get rid of. I couldn't throw them out. Didn't have nobody to give them to, so I just threw them all in a pot. And they were actually in the other room that you were referring to, Matt. And they were just off on the side getting like 200 par or something like that. And they just stretched something fierce.
I remember you had the ones around it. Those are one of the ones from the sides?
Yep. And then I finally just moved them into here and put these in here and just
You had like
finished
5
flowering
of
them out.
around that, though. You had like a couple around, like in different spots, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I had along the side of the wall was the on the side of the wall with the one of these, because I got 3 of these Vipar Spectra XS4000s. So I had one of these lights over 2 plants on the side of the wall, and that was the S-Joe OG and the Toasted Toffee.
Kulta. Nää laittaa sitä voida kautta.
Yeah, they're
Laitanko tulla?
looking all right. Getting good light. I don't know if you can see them, but
we can see them.
I didn't do a good job at a support system for them. I was slacking on it.
Yeah.
Do you make any rosin, or do you smoke only?
I do both. I haven't pressed any dab for a while. My lungs can't really handle it. I still do it, but it chokes me half to death. Yeah, I got a bunch, man. I was thinking of you about that too. I was wondering how your little savings on it is going, because I know you was waiting to get some equipment to press it all out.
Yeah, I'm getting closer, dude. I got my 10-ton cylinder jack, and my hand pump's coming for my press on either tomorrow. It says Thursday, but fucking the thing is like already in my city, so it should be here tomorrow. So that fixes up the press, and then the very next thing is the freeze dryer. So
let's go.
I'm
pretty talk about that for a minute.
Oh yeah, that's next month. Next month is my plan to get it. So I'm still.
There were some high cost items there. I mean, shit.
Yeah, I got some good stuff there. It's coming together. Once it's pretty much there, I just have the press coming. The press upgrades are coming tomorrow. It's already paid for. That's here, and I just need to get the freeze dryer next, which is pretty reasonably. I can do it. I'm almost half the amount, and I can just finance the rest of it. So
right. Hey, look at this. Let me see if I could find one, because I seen a bud with
metal shavings.
Yeah, besides that. This right here. What the heck? Could this be wind? Oh shit, my phone's dying. 10%. You see how these leaves, the sugar leaves going into bud, are like drying up? That wouldn't be like bud rot or anything, would it? I actually broke one apart and I didn't see nothing in it.
No,
think it could be wind burn or something?
No, yeah, it's or just are you still feeding them?
No, I top dress and everything.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just that they're just going deficient. If you can pull them out easily, that's not a good sign.
Okay, well, no, I can't. Look, I just yanked the shit out of it.
That took a while to snap out, but yeah, I think you're fine, dude.
And it's not on all of them either. I just seen it on like 2 or 3 of them, possibly.
Yeah, the curling isn't the curling and stuff like that. It's not a good sign, but I would say that it was just being deficient. That's just leaves dying off.
All right, because I never really had them like the sugar leaves in the buds die off like that. That's why I was concerned. Like, Shit, I hope I'm not getting no bud rot or anything. That
I mean,
wouldn't.
it's not a guarantee that it's not.
What day of
You
flower?
right? It's not a guarantee that it's not, but you just
Right.
gotta just be aware. Like if it's not happening all over the plant, mark it with a piece of tape or something when you dry it, and then when you smoke it, if it's harsher on the throat than other nugs, and it like pops off or breaks or looks a little darker, you just gotta look for your indicators. I mean, it might not be, but I have absolutely like seen in my own garden stuff look like that and then come out and have some mold issues.
Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. I mean, my humidity and everything's been in check. I got pretty damn decent airflow in here, and so that's why I was wondering. And I didn't see none on the Master OG. Now, some of the coals over here are bigger than, the buds are bigger than these ones. But I'm telling y'all, I wish I had like a density test that I could do.
Cookies?
These things are like rocks.
Is it cookie genetics in there?
This is Humboldt. This is the Potty Mouth by Humboldt, and that is Master OG by Elite Clone Seed Company.
Because and like some plants like Chem 4, like the Chem 4 cut and the D and the 91, like a lot of those, they're just known to like be ugly, eat themselves, be all gnarly and crinkly and dry leaf everywhere. So I mean, it could just be the way that it's senescing out and the genetics are, just
right. Now I did have heat problems in here. I had heat issues at one point. Come to find out, my sensor here dangling for my 69 Pro, it wasn't reading on the controller. So it wasn't doing nothing. And usually when you unplug that wire and it's not reading, it just makes the fan go to high. Well, it wasn't doing anything. It wasn't exhausting. It wasn't exhausting at all. So I dealt with some heat issues in here. It got really, really freaking hot. And lack of watering for 2 days. And I was wondering if that might have contributed to it, because this thing, I'm feeding these things 2 gallons a day. Still to this day in the middle of week 7. So they are thirsty. This reservoir takes 2 gallons and it's dry every single day. So I didn't know if that had something to do with it or what. I was just hoping it wasn't no bud rot setting in, because that wouldn't be good. But yep, that's what I got.
What's your overall RH?
Good, Mr. Chacon.
Right at this moment.
You said what, Matt?
Like, what's the humidity in the room right now?
I don't know. I turned all the fans off. I turned the AC off. Well, I'm using it as a dehumidifier mode right now. Right, it was just 72 degrees in here. Now it's 82 degrees and 64% humidity.
Okay.
So it wants to come on, but I turned it off for the noise.
Yeah, no, and if it's been off this amount of time, it probably was lower than higher for the humidity than that. So you're still in a safe range too.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think it's bud rot issues. I wouldn't worry about that at all. Especially after you said it's drinking a fair bit and it's drying out almost. You're not overwatering. You're putting any of those stressors on it that could cause that issue.
Facts.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, before my phone dies on y'all, I just wanted to stop in and show you the grow. I ain't been on for a while.
Looking good, brother.
Appreciate that. I'll be having some.
Good job, Mr. Tricon. Good
appreciate
job, brother.
that. I'll be having some. What is it? Pink lemonade and Fruity Pebbles OG cross to be showing here soon.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yep. Thanks to your man Levels. Appreciate that.
I sent big time the names and clones. Big time hooked them up with 2 of them.
Hell yeah. So now I got some to grow out. I'll be showing them soon. Yep. All right, fellas. Y'all have a good rest of the night. I'm going to go put this on a charger and finish watching the show in the chat.
Blessings, Pepe.
Yeah, sounds good. Thank you for showing, man.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Later, y'all. All right, Wes.
Later.
All right,
Right
King
on.
Blue.
One love.
Levels. All right, y'all.
One love, brother.
Okay. Later.
I think Jillian's gonna come up and
Kuulta,
show
minä puhun tänne liippeen.
close to the end here.
Ei mitään.
Way from Finland. Cheers, Miko.
Cheers,
King B.
Pepe. And King B.
Levels, my
Yeah.
brother. How you doing, man? How is your day going?
We
I hope the weather is good over there, man. I've been watching on news about the wind and the water flood somewhere. I hope you guys are safe.
yeah.
King
Yeah.
B, we feel like on the opposite side of the world.
It-
You're on the
Ah,
south and I'm on the north.
Interesting fact right now that there's 4 different countries that are on the panel.
Right.
Yeah, YouTube in the States. I'm from Canada. We got Australia. And you
Australia,
got...
United Nations, man. Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We got stoners from all across the world.
From all across, yeah, that's what I want in my show, bro. I just want guys like from different countries as my guests, you know. Yeah, man.
That's so
You know,
good.
cannabis bring everyone together. We educate each other. We learn from each other. Nobody's perfect. You know,
Indeed.
if you
Together.
put 10 growers in a room, all of them will tell you different story how they grow their weed. Everybody have different ways, you know, different styles. Yeah, man.
Indeed.
And I love it, man. I love the community. I love the vibes. I love Kana. You know, Kana is my medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you when I took hospital medicine last, bro. I can't remember, maybe 10 years. I never go to doctor, they prescribe me. Never. I just smoke weed, bro. And I'm all right. The only problem I have every now and then is dental issue because I eat a lot of sweets, a lot of chocolates, you know, drink Coca-Cola a lot. I recently I stopped drinking Coca-Cola. I switched now to just tea and juice. Coca-Cola was eating my teeth as well. Yeah, so I have dental issue because of that. And
It's
yeah,
poison.
brother. Apart from that, I'm super well. Never been sick for a long time. Yeah, brother. And cannabis
I-
has been keeping me going. Hey, Julian, how you doing, brother?
I
Respect.
stopped 20 years. I stopped 20 years of
Hey, Lou.
using methadone in last December. Now I'm fine, all clean.
Can you hear me, Matt?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we can hear
Let
you.
me give me the screen, bro. I'll do a quick showing and I'll jump back off, eh? I'll just do
Shout
a
out
quick
to
screen,
Julian,
bro.
bro.
I'll jump back off. I just want to show my posse.
Yeah.
Yes, nice.
All right.
See my level sticker? I'm so proud. That
That's
fucking
awesome.
shit there, man. And so I'm pretty happy about that. All right. Nanas from Robin Hood Genetics. Spazport. It was a tester sent from whatever, from Yield Source. That's my copycat. That's Tropical Burst. That's my Godzilla cookies. A seed I got from one of my buds.
That's looking really healthy.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear. I can hear you.
All right,
Yeah,
all right,
yeah.
all right. Okay, so I'm gonna harvest this. Look at, do you see the color?
Yeah.
Nice, eh? They were meant to be purple buds, like, you know, but they're just testers from my Yield Source. This one's like gone brownish pink. It was pink for ages, then went red. I don't know what it is now. It's like multi-gender. I don't know, multiracial. I don't know. This one was the one I topped. It was in a 5-gallon fabric pot, so it did all right. This one did all right
Yeah.
compared to the little 2 gals. I'm gonna harvest them though. So hold up. Oh, sorry, I know screens up my ass and everything. Sorry, guys. I've been waiting all fucking day to do this.
That's awesome. Oh, I see what you're doing. Nice. There you go. The live harvest.
Live harvest, guys. That's right. I'll get you out of the light a bit. Okay. So this here. Oh, sticky. Smells good. Oh.
Nice.
So pretty.
This is from Terpantula, my new tester for, well, JP's new tester for yield source. Man is the man. He's always sending out the stuff. He's got the goods. This one, I had it in a 2 gal, like a plastic pot, so I never had a chance. As soon as it got to like 3 weeks in veg, boom, well, not even that, it popped. Whereas the other one, like I said, that I topped, that grew quite far before it was like 2 weeks after these. So this one's all right. It's probably an ounce. I don't know. Pretty good buds. Like, what can I compare it with?
solid.
Like
Solid. Yeah, solid, solid. Fast nugget.
How long did you say it's auto, right? So how long?
yeah, it's an auto. I have a tag. So what's that? The September, June, July, August. So August, yeah. It's the 4th of August is when it sprouted. And as you can see, there's little buds around it at the bottom. And then the next one's pink. I'll show you that. I just gotta hang this up. I gotta figure out how I hang this up. There's my missus ringing me. It's alright, she can wait. Well, hang on, guys. I probably should answer, actually. It could be an emergency. So, hey, I'll...
Oh, so hold on. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, don't mess with the missus, man. You better answer that phone. You don't want to mess with the missus.
That's for sure.
One love, brother.
Well, with that, probably going to end it there. Everybody is awesome. Thank you all for coming up and showing your grows and talking and the knowledge and
Thank you for having me.
It's awesome to see you live on for the first time. So, and yeah, and get in touch with me, and we can set something up after you get your thing going, and if you wanted to do that.
Yeah, brother, I look forward to that because as you guys know, I'm in Australia, man. I'm not born here. I'm not raised here. I came here because of my wife, and I don't have a lot of support from the community here. They are against me and blah blah blah. But I want to start a new show with new people, and you guys I want your support, man. I don't want to depend on these guys here. I want to depend on you guys to help me make the channel go on. And I would really appreciate that. With Levels, Big Time Bird, Matthew, Carl, and Wesley, everybody in the community, man. I need you all in this show. And it will begin next month, 2nd of November. So yeah, I'm still going to be around till then. But yeah, one love, man. Thanks for having me, Levels and everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great day.
Good
Have a
seeing
great
you,
night,
brother.
Julian.
Hey, guys, sorry.
Awesome live harvest. That was gonna be a good
I
one.
was doing more. It was the wife ringing me.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, she missed the bus to get home. I was worried. I tried ringing her. Didn't